Well, Libra, Venus is aspecting in a lot of nice areas right now. And this week, I think that you're going to get a super boost of confidence in what you believe in, even though from the outside, you might find a lot of challenges against your convictions. There is a sense of deepened confidence in the parts of you that you may have kind of put away or tried to hide in the past. So Venus, Libra, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. I'm going to start off with the astrology for the week, and then we're going to move into the cards. And yes, we're going to get into the past and future, but I'm a quantum reader. And so what happens is everything comes out at once because it all impacts each other. And we're going to hash through that. There's always an extended reading that I hope you join me for. And you can join me by joining the Unbound membership as well. I invite you to look into that, so that you can get access to all the extended readings for the life of your membership. And then you can check out the extended for your sun, moon, and rising sign and really get the complete story. So let's get into the astrology. Venus is in lovely Pisces. And Mars will join her later on this week. She's very comfortable and happy and dreamy, and very rose-colored glasses in Pisces. But I think because you're ruled by Venus, this is a time of really being able to love yourself and really being able to feel yourself expand, and a deepening and enrichment of your sense of spirituality, especially with Jupiter and Neptune. They will come into perfect conjunction later on this week, the same day there's a full moon in Libra. This is a powerful time for you to really feel your power, really feel your sensuality, really feel that feminine energy flowing in you. It doesn't matter if you're divine, masculine, or feminine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, Libra. What matters is you're going to really feel that beautiful, divine, feminine energy, receptive, perceptive in terms of your intuition. Trust your instincts and intuition. Your intuition's so strong anyway. Now you're going to be so keen and clicked into God and your beliefs that even when there's contention from the outside, and there will be because Pluto is squared to that same beautiful moon that Neptune and Jupiter are trying to. So ultimately, while spiritually this is illuminating and empowering, there's this primal energy that is causing a sense of resistance, a sense of urgency, maybe even temptation or feeling like you have to catch up. And ultimately, that could actually, as long as you remain connected to your God space, serve to really push you forward, motivate you. And there's such a lovely, flowery feeling about you this week because of Venus being in Pisces, that there's an energy of maybe you coming off in a really beautiful, lovely way. In terms of partnerships, I don't see this as being a really bad week for meeting somebody if you're looking to meet somebody. I see this as being a really good week because you will be very certain of yourself. I just don't see you really looking for anybody, but I do see you really knowing who you are so well that whoever you find right now, even if it's in a contentious scenario, you will find a way to really know and see each other's truth and reality. And then this is a sense of coming together through really knowing each other or being intellectually tantalized or inspired by the way somebody's mind works, especially the way somebody's heart works, and the way like finding somebody who is spiritually in line with who you are, right? And your truth, and not hiding your truth, and not being afraid of being rejected because of your truth, but just having such a beautiful, super, almost falling in love with your belief systems, your morals, your values, your ethics, and being so clear on it that there's this natural sense of sharing and radiating that comfort in you this week. So let's get into the cards and see where they'll lead us. I just feel like this is a really illuminating week. That even though it may start off as very challenging, or no, it will be challenging for you all week as we lead up to this full moon. It may feel, see, I don't think so. Stop. I want to put this into the right words. I don't think you will, I think, in other words, the energy for you, you'll see the contention on the outside. It will strengthen your faith. It will help you know yourself even better and be more certain of why you chose the path you chose, and why everything that's happening to you is happening for the reason of clearing out your true path. You're going to see it as like a spiritual world versus 3D world thing. Like, you're going to see where people just don't get you and don't understand you, and you're going to see their disconnect very easily because there's such a natural connection with you to your spiritual self this week. We have Owl Spirit and You See Clearly. I think if you've had any doubts at all about your direction in life, or choosing the path that you were on, or choosing the career that you were on, Libra, it's going to be really cleared up this week. Any kind of maybe I should give up, it's going to be cleared up. This is also a sense of being seen. With Scorpio, it was more like they could see, they get it, they get the inside scoop. For you, it's more like you're finally seen, and you will experience some sort of transcendence for finally being seen or recognized. And that's because you are really in the zone of loving everything about who you are and why you do what you do, and maybe feeling closer to a complete self now in your own sense, as opposed to needing somebody else. This is powerful because anytime a Libra can find wholeness in themselves and not have to look for it in somebody else, it's also a sense of leveling up and improving your standards when it comes to partnership. I'm going to choose to be with the person who loves me right, instead of settling for the person who requires me to feel the best of myself because I'm working the hardest, right? Your ego will really be broken this week because Pluto is square the sun. It starts this week, it goes all the way through the end of April. So, and the sun is in Aries. So it's Pluto is really working to break the ego in two, and whatever the ego put into place that was not aligned with your soul or your spirit, it's fucking coming down. So ultimately, this is a great time to break any of those patterns based on our egotistical selves versus our spiritual selves. You're going to feel so in line with what you know is your life purpose. Then we have Bring Your Ideas to Life. This is a huge breakthrough time for you. And it's not just coming from you. It's coming like in other words, it's not coming just from, oh, I know what I want to be now. No, it's coming from people seeing you, people noticing you. It's you actually getting a chance to bring something into the 3D world, the fundamental world. It's like aha moments, like crazy brilliance popping out of you because you're trusting it. You're trusting the flow. You're trusting these vibrations. And yeah, I think you will feel very clever this week, but no, it's more like something that has been hidden, something that has been sort of in its cocoon stage, or that you have been working on, will get a beautiful chance to debut this week and break through, because there are other people's egos that are falling down all over the place. And then we have Truth Transcends Illusion. So finally getting credit for something that you created that maybe nobody saw you for. Or finally, you have two cards here, the dragonfly and the butterfly. You started off small and now you get to fly. You get to spread your wings. You get much more flexibility. You get much more dexterity. This is leveling up in your work, going from being a worker to a director, getting that VP role. It could be transcending yourself and not having to work in a normal job anymore, being able to spread your wings and fly. People seeing your beauty, recognizing your beauty. Maybe nobody had recognized your beauty before, they hadn't seen you before, but now it's like they've come out. It's like if Libra, if you have been the world's best kept secret, now they're going to see your secret. They're going to see that beauty that maybe other hadn't been so clear before. Your beauty is going to radiate this week. And then we have Spirit has your back, which means that, yeah, this is divine intervention. This is also a sense of authority, an authority figure taking notice of you, or laws, any kind of legal issues, actually, actually working for you, or taking your side is what I keep hearing. So some sort of justice, getting some sort of justice, something in the justice system, bringing something to light, and it could be you like showing it or exposing it to the rest of the world. If you're working on something like that, then this is a really good week, because you're just going to be primed to be listened to. You're gonna easily get a lot of attention and affection for you this week. So this is also spiritually, everything is aligned to change and switch into really working out for you. This Libra full moon will be very emotional, very intense, but I think it's also intense because people are finally starting to recognize a different vibration and a different energy that they hadn't noticed from you before. And so there could be a lot of spotlight on you. And this is also a sense of catharsis, being able to let go of failure, being able to let go of what was crushing you, or what was oppressing you, or what was kind of smothering you and not letting you shine. Yeah. And yeah, that could it be dynamics in yourself too? Yes, but I think most of this is just the planets aligning to really work out for you. Hold on. Let's get more specifics for Libra, please. So sing your own song is in the past. It's coming up. We have Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being. This is something that you've been wanting to put into action for a while. Could be something that you're writing, especially with Mercury placed where it is, an idea that you've had. This is definitely a sense of the world according to Libra. So the way that you've seen it, this is abundance coming into your life, something that you have been wanting or dreaming of for a while, finally finding its way into the manifested, the 3D world. Sing your own song. In the past, you were not listened to. You felt very unheard when it comes to this subject. You will start to see abundance and prosperity. There's some sort of growth and radiant energy here, almost like a fertilizer in soil that was very dried, and it like something wasn't working, and so all of a sudden now it's fertilized. All of a sudden now it's like, oh, it's got the riches, it's got the abundance. The water is watering it. The water is flowing. There's some sense of tend to the small things. This is why it was looking so beautiful, and then this little fucker comes in. Hold on. Sing your own song was suppressed because of people's worry, because of people's tend to the small things. This is Virgo energy. So you weren't finding joy in your work. In fact, you were feeling either your voice was repressed, or you weren't being given credit, or you were doing something that you hated. There was tediousness in it. There's also a sense of something that might overwhelm you this week, and this is something that you should be aware of, Libra, is a lot of red tape or a lot of paperwork. Okay, a lot of scheduling conflicts. Also, what could irritate you a lot this week is just little things, like routine things. people putting a towel where it doesn't belong, or, you know, the shoes being left in the wrong area of the house. And it could have a lot to do with domesticity, since the moon is going to be in your sign and it's going to be full. So it could very well be a lot of like little things that are starting to get to you, nitpick, or people who have nitpicked you and tried to control you, tried to manipulate you through the way that they micromanage you. You're going to see clearly what those people really are. And you're going to see clearly how it has oppressed you and hurt you. And your voice is going to resonate and resound way above them. It's almost like the universe is giving you a megaphone. So you don't have to look for it and you don't have to pursue it. Anybody who has been bullying you through chipping away at you and repressing you is really going to feel like a big fat fool, because the universe is coming down and people are going to be like just fucking loving on you like crazy and making that person look like a total ass, or making the situation look like a total ass. If you've been denied work, if, you know, the little tedium and the little details, everybody's been nitpicking you. It's almost like the boss comes down when the HR person was about to reject you and say, yeah, you're not our type. The boss comes down and was like, oh my God, I've been looking for exactly you. And they may hate you, but fuck them, because ultimately it's like the powers that be on high, spirit itself is saying, no, Libra, I give this to you. I give this gift to you. That's cow spirit. That's cow spirit, and that's because you kind of tapped into a vein or a truth that other people weren't able to see, because they were too like stuck in their own minutia. And that's kind of what it is. It's like other people's minutia has oppressed you, and you are going to be liberated from that. And I gotta say, it's not only in your mind, but it's through God. It's like it's help. Help is coming. I want to understand what kind of help is coming for Libra, please. What kind of help is coming from Libra? It's something that we really need to know. What kind of help is coming for Libra, please? What kind of help is coming for Libra, please? What kind of help? What kind of help is coming for Libra? What kind of help? You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. That's interesting because you have 2 Virgo energies. So the kind of help is in work, in scheduling, maybe in aid. I heard housework as soon as I saw this, but it's also healing. So there's healing work that's coming for you. It's also in your health. Maybe this is your health and you haven't been listening to little signs. So that could be something that really comes out, and that comes out for you this week, one way or the other, in what areas of your health that you really have to get back to and focus on, and really being able to focus on that again, or realize that you have to focus on it. And then you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So anywhere in terms of systems, scheduling, practices, or work, you and your loved ones, the people that you love the most, are going to be protected. No disasters are going to get to them. It's also saying a sense of finding a way to work things out with family or heal things within the family situation, especially when Pluto squares that moon in your sign, right? It's going to be because the moon rules the family. The moon is Cancerian energy. So it's almost like being able to heal those old wounds, heal that suffering, love each other more deeply, and tend to the small things, those tedious little things that had to be healed, getting deep into that healing. And the two of you, the three, your family finally being able to like start fresh, something with family matters. And then full moon in Scorpio, it's time to release negative energy. So really that spirit is saying that sort of like God is intervening to sort of like recalibrate your closest, most intimate relationships, especially your family relationships, so that you can finally have this catharsis that you need to clear up and get rid of all of that poison that was in you, and you can heal yourself. So any kind of family karma, any kind of toxicity that's been going on in your family, and even physical maladies, like physical like illnesses or family diseases, right? Stuff like that, being able to actually diagnose it, discover it, find it, realize it, and cure it and heal it so that next generations don't have to deal with it or know how to nip it in the butt sooner. But this is physical healing and emotional healing. And also a sense of, I just heard this, oh my God. So people finally appreciating you, right? So much. It's so often you aren't the one to step up. You aren't the one. It's almost like I gotta say, I just heard somebody saying sorry to you. I heard somebody finally apologizing because they didn't realize how sick you were, or how sick you were being made, or how much like toxic energy you were absorbing, or how somebody was manipulating you and hurting you. I don't think people realized it, recognized it, or saw it, but now it's very clear. It's all coming out. They can't ignore it, and they're going to be the bad guy if they do. That kind of energy is really, really coming out for you. So it's almost like this sense of being able to heal and liberate yourself and free yourself from that kind of family toxicity, especially. Whew. Shit, I don't know why I just reached for this deck, but we're going to take it because the message has to come out. Libra. Oh. See beyond the current situation. People are going to finally realize the shit that you've been dealing with. People are going to finally realize, like, this current situation is going to act almost as a periscope in some way. No, that's not right. Like a telescope, not telescope, microscope. It's going to into a world that they didn't even realize was going on, right? See beyond the current situation. I'm going to get deeper into that. Let's go to tarot. I can't wait. The links are below, and I hope that you'll join me. I'll see you guys there.